USF Baseball Stadium sets the stage for the final game of the regular season for Wichita State and South Florida. This is the AAC on ESPN+. Ryan Urquhart, Sean Salisbury, Game 2 of today. And in Game 1, a lot of hits for Wichita State. Chuck Ingram was the spark at the top of the order.
Yeah, welcome into the broadcast booth, everybody. Ryan Urquhart, Lalo Prado. This Wichita State team may be one of the hottest in the league at the plate in their last 10 games, and they've been led by Brock Rod in the second baseman.
Well,
Welcome into the broadcast booth. Ryan Urquhart, Sean Salisbury. These two teams may be at the bottom of the league, but still a lot on the line today, jockeying for seeding in the conference tournament. Brutcher in the air to right center field. This is hit well, it's hit deep, and it's hit out of the ballpark. In one swing, Drew Brutcher has given South Florida the lead. On the first pitch, a fly ball to left field, all the way back and all the way gone. Just 2 pitches into the game, the Shockers find the long ball, and they're up 2-0. Line drive into right center field and finds green grass for a base hit. Tolley around third, he will score as the throw comes to second, and the Shockers strike first. On 8 of their last 11 games, Bunny's popped up, on the run, a diving catch! Punsack on the run, looking like Superman stabbing the glove out to make the squeeze. 2-2. Ingram cuts through air for strike 3. The second time he's been struck out today. This time it's Brad Lord who retires him on strikes. Dan. And we're underway from Tampa. Ball just off the plate to Cameron Hill. And this is a guy transferred into this program from Kentucky, originally from the Bluegrass State. Leads the ASUN in triples, top 15 nationally as well. And a lot of that is because of his speed. He's a very quick player on those base paths when he gets on. 2-0. And Hill takes a strike, and Kirkring battles back.
a lot of similarities between Hill and Carmine Lane, 2 guys that are usually at that top of the order, can hit well, just can enough teammates bring them home.
Levels at 2-2.
But this is a guy, I mean, he's the only Stetson player to start in every single game this year. We were told earlier today, the only guy that hasn't been hurt this year for the Hatters. He's dealt with some bumps and bruises, but just how he has battled and continued to succeed is something we're excited to watch all day.
Hill on a drive to right center, and that'll find real estate up against the warning track. And this is exactly the start Stetson was looking for. He's legging it out for 3. And the conference's leader in triples is in with a leadoff 3-bagger to start the day.
Now batting right fielder number 3, Camden Traficante.
Ryan, I want to know if you have some numbers you like later tonight, because you put this one on the money. This is just what he does best. Right in the gap, tough to recover. I know that Mayo gets to it, but by the time he has it, he's already at third standing up. So just an incredible piece of hitting, but the pressure's on for more guys in this lineup to bring him home.
First pitch is popped up, and this is playable out deep and short. And a few steps around, Gonzalez will make the squeeze as Traficante is a quick trip to the plate. Take a look at the defensive alignment for South Florida behind Kirkring. Rivera's going to do the catching for him today. As it's third to first in the infield, Lane, Gonzalez, Bozer, and Rosenblum. There's been some configuring with this defensive alignment with some returners. Brodell, Mayo, and Cantu set up the outfield for South Florida. As they got Ben Rosenblum back, he's played middle infield, he's played first base. We've seen him around a little bit. And Brutcher is the DH today. He will not have any duties defensively. Made his return in the ECU series as the first pitch is a strike here.
It's going to be crucial, especially for Rosenblum. How is he moving out there? We were watching him for about 10-15 minutes in warm-ups. Seems to be fine after missing that month.
Christian Pregent, the redshirt sophomore, up. And the 0-1 is zipped just beneath the zone, evens the count. From Daytona Beach, Florida, so he's a native to the area. It was ASUN all-freshman team a season ago. Low and outside, 2-1. 209 average this year, 5 home runs, 18 RBI. Stetson trying to get on the board early with a runner at third.
This is where they have to succeed. Stetson, only 6 come from behind wins this year, and obviously when they win, they usually start well.
That's a strike, 2-2.
So that's what they've done in the last few midweek games. They nearly won at Florida, took down the Seminoles at home in a 6-0 shutout win 2 weeks ago. Also thumped Miami on the road.
And it's poked into right field for a base hit, and this will score. Cameron Hill and the Hatters take a 1-0 lead on the RBI single for Pregen.
First baseman, number 23, Jacob Bullard.
So Stetson finds its way on the board quickly. They've been outscored 44-36 this season in the first inning, but this is exactly the start they were looking for.
And that's what you want to see if you're a Hatters fan. Don't go for that big play, maybe like Hill had in the first at bat. Even RBI ground out, something that coaches will continually talk about at this level, and it's not a bad thing if you can go 0 for 3 and still drive in a run. Just be productive, be a good teammate, but right there, just a nice job to get it over Rosenblum's head.
And Bullitt, the redshirt freshman, takes ball 2. Kirkering's been up behind in counts a couple of times here to start. He's battled back pretty well, but has given up a couple of base hits and a run to start this Tuesday outing. Check swing and a miss, and it's 2-1. Jake Bullard comes in an 8-game on-base streak. Last time out against South Florida in last week's midweek, went 1 for 3 with a pair of walks. He's the co-leader on the team on base on balls. That's with Trafficante. Slices it out of play right side. Kids will go chase after it. It's 2-2. Won the starting role at first base over a couple more experienced players in the fall just because of his consistency at the plate. Now that's something Stetson is sorely needed this year. Earned his place in fall ball. 2-2. Comes in with some heat just outside, though, at 94.
That just shows you the patience that he has worked on throughout the year. It is not always easy in your first season to lay off that. I know we're late into May now, but great patience.
On the ground, out to the right side against the shift, and it's a 1-out single, the 3rd hit of the inning for Stetson.
Well, this is a dream start. I know just 1 run on the board right now, but now 3 hits and the first 4 guys to come up. When Stetson has won games this year, its offense has been infectious. Usually that 5-run mark is where they are so good versus they don't score 5 runs. They've only had 3 wins with 4 or less.
2 on with only 1 out for Stetson in this first inning. Hatters have come on the road and seized momentum early. In the air and out of play. Johan Dessereau, freshman out of Quebec, went to TNXL Academy. That's a baseball factory out in Ocoee, Florida. He's a true freshman who stepped into this club at third base. Coaches were really impressed by him when he showed up on campus. Foul tip here, 0-2. Dessereau. The 0-2. Wave and a miss, and that's strike 3. So Dessereau is down on strikes, and it's the 2nd out of the inning.
Was just about to say it, but how does Kirkering finish at bats? We're seeing Stetson late into counts make plays, at least with 2 outs, trying to limit the damage with 2 on.
Dessereau, is down, and it goes to Kyle Ball, third baseman. First and second for the Hatters, a big 2nd out, as you mentioned. Outside corner, good frame by Rivera, 0-1. It's one of those New Hampshire guys. He's one of many that come from the Northeast for this crew. Steve Trimper came to this job from Maine, spent 11 seasons there, over 300 wins, a lot of ties to the Northeast area. 0-1, got him. And that was at 93, just a little bit outside. Works at 0-2 again, so after early in the inning, falling behind, Kirkering starting to find his groove just a little bit.
Yeah, we're starting to see that movement get back, fool some of these Stetson hitters.
0-2. Fastball just off the outer black.
That's so hard when you see a guy like Rivera set up that far off the plate. It's harder to frame it, even though he did his best.
Kirkering the 1-2. Ground ball to third. It's handled by Lane. He'll step on the bag, and that will end the frame. So the Hatters get a run off with 3 hits in the inning, an RBI single for Pregent in the home half coming up. Bulls trying to respond.